7 weeks ago, we celebrated Pesach, a festival of freedom and liberation, of redemptions and new beginnings. We ate symbolic foods, sang songs, and acknowledged the potential that springtime brings. On Pesach, we asked ourselves, what does it mean to be free? What are our responsibilities to ourselves and one another in our newfound freedom? In the biblical story, the Israelites leave Egypt, cross the Sea of Reeds, and travel to Mount Sinai, where, in the story we will read tomorrow morning, they receive the 10 Commandments and the Torah's instructions for how to live a good life. But in their newfound freedom, they inevitably make mistakes. They complain, they rebel, and even after hearing the voice of God give them the 10 Commandments, they build an idol of a golden calf and worship it. One of the challenges of freedom is the responsibility for our mistakes and the imperative for repair when harm is done. In the Torah, when someone sins or breaks a rule, they bring a sacrifice to the sanctuary and make expiation for the wrongdoing. While many of us might shudder at the idea of the ancient animal sacrificial system, there was a beauty to the simplicity and directness of this process. Make a mistake, bring a sacrifice, and receive a clean slate. And in our own world, I think it can be much harder to repair harm. We live in a world that moves quickly, that demands quick answers to complicated solutions, that confuses politics and values, and just as the Israelites, we are bound to make mistakes. The question before us is how to actively engage in repair in a way that offers healing and a positive step towards the future. Tonight, as part of our Shavuot study, we will explore the theme of tikkun, of repair, through a variety of different formats, sources, and perspectives. We may hear stories that challenge our assumptions and invite us to consider the world through new and different lenses. Because even though repair sounds easy on paper, harm is done, trust is broken, one side must work to fix the problem, it's much trickier than that. True tikkun, true repair, requires all parties are actively engaged. It can't happen in a vacuum or without a commitment to vulnerability. For the one who has been injured, choosing to be vulnerable again can be terrifying. What if no solution is found? What if I'm hurt again? What if nothing changes? Or what if it gets worse? And for the one who has caused harm, engaging in the process of repair requires a different kind of vulnerability, one that acknowledges our own imperfections and reminds us that we are human beings who sometimes make mistakes, but the choice before us is how to fix what is broken. And for all parties involved, whether individuals, families, communities, or even countries, repair cannot happen from behind walls and slogans. It cannot happen when we set out to prove that we are right or to win something. It cannot happen from a place where only we can be right. Openness and vulnerability, understanding and compassion for one another become the way forward. Willingness to see the world differently, to prioritize relationship and the future over the pain of the past, create a pathway for repair. Israeli poet Yehuda Amichai writes, "From the place where we are right, flowers will never grow in spring. The place where we are right is hard and trampled like a yard, but doubts and loves dig up the world like a mole, like a plow, and a whisper will be heard in the place where the ruined house once stood." As we celebrate Shavuot with dinner and a cheesecake competition, with drama and discussion, with conversations that invite us to hear new perspectives, with study and discussion, let us commit to openness and curiosity for one another. Let us never be so set in our ways that repair becomes impossible. And let us approach our learning with an understanding that each of us can contribute to the project of Tikkun Olam, of repairing our world. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be so.